Hey everyone, it's Jamie from Seasonsinritual and IndependenceStNola, and I am here to talk about the super full moon in Virgo that is happening today, March 7th, 2023. As we know, Virgo is a earth sign, and it is a mutable sign. And Virgo brings us from being a mutable sign, it brings us from one season to the next. So when it's actually Virgo season, Virgo will move us from summer into fall. But right now, as the moon is traveling around the zodiac, it is just actually in Virgo. And the sun is still in Pisces, and you know when they are across from each other, that's how we get these full moons. So with this super full moon, it is illuminating where the sun is. And the moon is always our intuition. The moon can represent our fears. The moon is that divine feminine. You know, she has her own pace. She's a good communicator. She's a good listener. And so with this full moon in Virgo and the sun being in Pisces, this is a really good time to resolve some past issues, especially because Saturn is now finally leaving the sign of Aquarius, which is what I am, and is moving into Pisces. And so that is going to bring in a whole new energy. I can tell you, leading up to this full moon, I was pretty energetic. And then today I'm probably about like a 7 out of 10, I would say. And so, but what that's signaling to me is that I don't need to keep trying to do things. I need to kind of be quiet and listen, because Pisces is the mystic. Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac. Pisces does represent spirituality, if you will. So with that happening, with the sun there shining on the moon, and Virgo being the resolver, this is a good time to just allow things to resolve. Saturn going into Pisces, I think, is really interesting with the full moon in Virgo too, because Saturn is going to make things more stable in Pisces. So if you are a Pisces, the next few years of your life is going to show you where things are supposed to be, like where things are supposed to be stable. It's going to show you things that are no longer needed in your life. So this would be a good time to set those intentions with this full moon in Virgo, to just set an intention that I'm going to allow the things that are no longer prudent in my life to fall away quickly and quietly, or to be shown to me that they are no longer needed in my life. You can set that intention, because that Virgo full moon will start to resolve these things and then bring them up for you to see, and then you can wish them on their way, or you can just say sayonara and not worry about it. What else is going on with the zodiac? It's pretty quiet. Neptune's still in Pisces. I mean, this is a big deal. Don't get me wrong. That this is a big deal that Saturn's moved into Pisces. I could do a whole nother video on that, honestly. But it's important with this full moon just to resolve these old feelings. And if things are coming up, I know, like coming into this, like just like I was listening to a lot of old music yesterday. I was having a lot of fun. I was listening to the Kool and the Gang, so we were having a good time. But it's important just to let these things move on. It's important to take stock to see how far you've come. It's important to take stock to notice what you do spiritually, you know, that soothes you and your soul, in your spirit. And it's important too, with Virgo, to see in your life what has been resolved and what still needs a little cleaning up, and then just ask for that to happen. I think sometimes I know we've forgotten, coming out of the age of Pisces, where everything was like super illusion-y and just real confusing a lot of times. I think a lot of us have stayed away from Pisces because it was confusing. It could be confusing, but with this full moon in Virgo, we can ask for that feeling of not being sure how to decipher Pisces to resolve itself. We can set the intention to allow us to know how to work with Pisces, and how to set these new intentions, and how to set these intentions when we want to dream and dream higher, and to show us that path even or to ask what that path would feel like. You know, sometimes we don't have the entire road in front of us, but just kind of know what it feel like. I feel like I'm on the right path. Because that Piscean energy will help with that. I mean, Pisces is Pisces is the beginning and the end, right? And so it is also mutable, and then it's working with Virgo, right, who is also mutable and resolves things. So let things fire on all cylinders, okay? Because that Saturn is coming in, and that Saturn is going to start making things stable. And it's going to be in Pisces, like we said, for like 2.5, 3 years. So this is a big day. If you can take it easy, take it easy. If you want to sleep, you don't feel like writing intentions, that's totally fine. You can always come back to this energy when you want. And if you're rocking and rolling, that's even better. So if you guys have any questions, just put them down below. You can always reach me on my Instagram or my YouTube channel or my websites at IndependenceStNola and or Seasons and Ritual. If you want to book a reading, you can do that too through either one of the websites, or you can just reach out to me. I usually have those links below. So I hope you guys enjoy this super full moon in Virgo. Allow it to do what it needs to do. Allow Pisces, that sun in Pisces, to, you know, burn things away that don't need to be there in order for new things to start. And let that Virgo moon resolve it and go ahead and start making those intentions, because we're going to start getting into this cycle of starting intentions with the full moons to the dark moons. So no time like the present to start practicing that. And I also think it's kind of funny to start doing that now, because just in this theme of endings and beginnings, it's kind of like ending the old routine, and when we started intending and starting this new routine. So all right, you guys, happy full moon, and I will talk to you soon.